Hello everyone, you're welcome to class today. Remember in the last class we saw how to convert or how to change from fractions to percentages. In this class we'll be doing the otherwise. Okay, we've seen how to convert from percentages to fractions. It's quite easy. Let's see. Alright, we'll be seeing some examples. Change the following percentages to fractions. Our first example should be 3%. Our B is 88%. Our C, 60%. Alright, if you are new to our channel, this is Easy Maths. Please do well to subscribe as you learn more and you'll be notified when we have new videos. Okay, now let's see. The first one we have is 3%. 3%. Now remember, when we're talking about transforming from fractions to percentages, I told you that anytime you see any number that has 100, it's simply that. Anytime you see a number that has 100 as its denominator, when you are transforming to percentages, you simply have it like, let's say 3 over 100. You simply have it as 3%. Okay, anything that has 100 as its denominator, any number, any fraction that has a 100 as denominator, when you are converting to percentages, it's simply 3 over 100, because a percent simply means out of 100. Okay, so now 3% is simply 3 over 100. We are told to convert to fractions, not decimals. 3 over 100. Right now, when you do this, it is necessary to reduce whatever fraction you get to its lowest term. We have talked about it before. Whatever fraction you get, do your best to reduce to its lowest term. That is, make sure that there's no number that can divide both the numerator and the denominator at the same time without a remainder. Okay, now looking at 3 and 100. 3 is an odd number, 100 is an even number. So 3 cannot go into 100 without a remainder. Let's see the next one. B. We have 88%. As we did this, the same way we did this, we have 88 over 100. Why? Because any number you see in front becomes the numerator, the percent becomes what? The denominator. And remember, our percent is 100. Now let's see, is there any number that can go into 88 and 100 successfully without a remainder? My answer is yes. That will be, this is an even number, this is also an even number. That is to say, a number as small as 2 can divide both of them without a remainder. So let's see. 88 divided by 2 all over 100 divided by 2. Let's have this out of the way. Alright, so now 2 into 8 will give me 4. 2 into 8 will give me 4. All over 2 into 1 cannot without a remainder because 1 is even smaller than 2. But 2 into 10 will give me 5. 2 into the other 0 will give me 0. Again, 44 is an even number. 50 is also an even number. Let's see 2 again. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. Okay? 2 into 4 will give me 2. 2 into 4 will give me 2. All over 2 into 5 will give me 2. Remainder 1. I can put it here. So this becomes 10. 2 into 10 will give me 5. So I have 22 over 5. Can any number go into this and this without a remainder? I would say no. Why? Because this is an even number and this is an odd number. Okay? An even number is a number that can be divided by 2 without a remainder. Okay? And you usually get that. They're easy to identify. How? When you check the last numbers in any even number, if it is 2 or a multiple of 2, then you say it's an even number. But if it's not 2 or a multiple of 2, then that number is an odd number. Looking at 5, there's no number you can multiply 2 with that will give you 5. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. So 6 is above 5. 4 is smaller than 5. So there's no number that can go into this 2 without a remainder. So I can tell you that I've gotten to our lowest term. Let's see the third one. We have 60%. So don't me, let's remove this. 60% as our question, as our next question. I have C, 60%. Same way we did with the others, we simply have it as what? 60 over 100. Alright, this is quite easy because I can easily cancel out my zeros. 0 will cancel out the 0. I'm left with 6 over 10. This is an even number. This is also an even number. That is, 2 can go into them successfully without a remainder. So let's divide by 2. Divided by 2. 2 into 6, I have what? 3. 2 into 10, I have 5. Both of them are odd numbers and no number can divide them except themselves. Okay, so I would say we have gotten to our final answer. Our final answer is 3 over 5. So now when you are told, I would simply go over it again. When you are told to change a fraction to a when you are told to change a percentage to a fraction, alright, now you simply have, like I told you, a percentage simply means out of 100. So when you are given 3 over 3%, it simply means 3 over 100 or 3 per 100, okay, or 3 out of 100. That's why we have it as 3 over 100. Now, I told you that it is very good and necessary to divide that fraction you have gotten to its lowest term, right? So we have 3 over 100. Now, there's no number that can divide these two or these two without a remainder. So I would say we have gotten to our lowest term, and this becomes our final answer. For this one, we have 88%. Again, it's still the same thing. We have 88 over 100, where this number becomes our numerator, and the percent, which is 100, becomes our denominator. Thereafter, you look for a number that can divide both of them without a remainder. I told you that this is an even number, and this is also an even number. Why? Because they are both divisible by 2. How do I know? 8, which is the last number in 88, is a multiple of 2, and this is 0. So it simply follows the rule of division. Okay? Now, one of the rules of division, rather. So 88 can be divided by 2. 100 can be divided by 2. 2 into 8 will give me 4. 2 into 8 will give me 4 without a remainder. Now I divide again by 2, or rather I divided again by 2. 2 into 1, 1 is smaller than 2, so let's take the first 2. 2 into 10 will give me 5. Now I have 0 at the back. 2 into 0 is still 0, so I put my 0 here. That left me with what? 44 over 50. Now looking at both of them, they are both even numbers, so I still decided to divide by 2 again. 44 divided by 2, 50 divided by 2. Let's see what that will give us. 2 into 4 will give me 2. 2 into 4 will give me 2. 2 into 4 will give me 2. Now 2 into 5 will give me 2, remainder 1. So the remainder 1, I put it here, very close to the 0. That makes this 10. 2 into 10 will give me 5. Since no number can divide both of them without a remainder, I will leave this as my final answer. 22 over 25. I believe we've been able to learn a lot. Please do well to subscribe to our page, Edith Maths, on YouTube. It's quite easy. Just click the subscribe button. You don't have to pay an extra for that.